Mind blown. Intelligence, the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills. We pride ourselves as the most intelligent species on Earth. We take in information, we store it, process it, and with scientific reasoning, we draw conclusions and apply it. This is how it always works. And works best, right? Well, no, maybe not. Consider for a moment that there are multiple types of intelligence on our own planet, and our variety may not be the most effective type. In nature, we also see a hive intelligence as well as a form of plant cognition that are actually quite effective and successful. We have also created what we now call artificial intelligence, which has incredible potential. So let's talk about each. Hive intelligence is the collective behavior of decentralized, self-organized systems with individual agents that interact with other agents in a way that develops intelligent global behavior unknown to the individual agents. Examples of this in natural systems include ant colonies, bee colonies, bacterial growth, and microbial intelligence. Consider for a moment the incredibly successful behavior of beehives. All of the worker bees work together to collectively find information and then make decisions based on that information. This includes locating food sources, identifying and defending against threats, construction of the hive, maintenance of the hive, selection of the queen, and even elimination of the queen if she is not producing well. Colonies can last for many years, and within the colony, there is a culture of teaching and learning. This ability to learn and teach was demonstrated in an experiment conducted at Queen Mary University in London. In the experiment, the bees were taught to move an artificial ball to another location in order to receive nectar by first demonstrating with a fake bee. Once a bee had learned this information and moved the ball, it was then taught to others. This behavior was also revealed in experiments by graduate student Alice Bridges, where bees needed to solve a maze. Once the solution was discovered by one set of bees, it was shown that a new set of bees were taught the solution, so that they solved the maze much quicker. Plants are clearly a very successful form of life on our planet. Now consider the following. Studies on plant communication reveal that plants with extensive root connections seem to be able to warn each other of oncoming danger. Through a network of fungi that connects all the roots, if one plant in the network is damaged by a caterpillar, other plants that are connected start building up their chemical defenses. The caterpillars will then avoid these plants if they have the option of selecting plants that were not warned of danger. This network, which is sometimes referred to as Wood Wide Web, also facilitates the sharing of resources between varieties of plants and between young and old plants. Furthermore, Dr. Gagliano at the University of Sydney has demonstrated that plants can be trained as if they were Pavlov's dogs. Gagliano trained her pea plants that a fan turning on meant the light would appear from that direction. Plants will orient, bend, and grow towards sunlight. She repeated this association for a long time, and then found that her plants would start to bend and lean towards the fan, even if the light was not on yet. Later, she also showed that mimosa plants will acclimate to disturbance. These plants curl their leaves in when touched to protect themselves from being eaten. She dropped the plants a short distance using a machine over and over. At first, the plants closed their leaves to keep themselves safe. Over time, however, the plants learned that the short drops were harmless and stopped responding. This continued even when a long time occurred between these drops, indicating a capability to remember this realization. So, as odd as this may seem, plants can learn both to predict where food comes from, avoid wasting precious energy, communicate with each other about sharing resources, and warn each other of dangers. All of this is undeniably a unique form of intelligence. AI, or artificial intelligence, has emerged as perhaps the most powerful tool ever created by humans. As a result of the massive growth of our information storage and computing power, systems can now leverage instantaneous flow of information in algorithms that process and analyze the vast array of data points from different places to create a resulting answer or action. Interestingly enough, this structure mimics the structure of a hive. The separate agents collectively find information and then make decisions based on that information. The limits of this technology are endless as our computing power increases and we are able to mimic human thought more closely with programming. We will soon be able to create an AI robot that can process more information than a human brain. Additionally, we will become more integrated with AI by using brain interface devices. The limits of that are unknown, but we may perhaps evolve to a hybrid existence. Another aspect of AI involved the pooling of people for their collective insight. Louis Rosenberg runs a Silicon Valley startup called Unanimous AI, which has built a tool to support human decision-making by crowdsourcing opinions online. It lets hundreds of participants respond to a question all at once, pooling their collective insight, biases, and varying expertise into a single answer. Since launching, Unanimous AI has successfully predicted several events, including the results of the Kentucky Derby, winners of the Oscars, and winners of pro sports events. Swarms amplify the intelligence of the individual, and a brain of all the brains is more powerful. Perhaps the future of AI is some combination of the pooling people and machines, massive amounts of data, ingenious algorithms, human intellect, and human morality. I guess you could view this structure as a human superhive. This may be how we also best maintain control of this new, super powerful technology for our collective benefit as we evolve into the future. Mind blown! If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to have your mind blown daily. It's free, you know.